right, now I want to talk about a regular sight word practice. So this is a sight word activity. So I only want you working with 3 to 5 sight words at a time. I would start small and then work on mastery. So the first step is the child being able to read the sight word, and then the second step is the child being able to spell it. So the very first activity is you pick your 3 words that you want them to learn, and these ones have mnemonic drawings around them, and it just helps the child to remember the words. So what I do very first thing with the words is I teach the words and talk about the pictures around them. So this word is who, and it's a question word. So question words start with our WH, and who is the sound of an owl, and you can see the owl's head right in the middle of that picture. So that helps us remember who. Okay, so then I teach that one. And the next word, teach your 3 to 5 words. Next one is was. W is our water sound, like in water. W, W-A makes a W sound. So there's waves drawn under these. And there's other words that have the same pattern. So was. And the S at the end of words is like a microphone. It's really has a buzz sound. Was. So you can see there's a microphone at the end. So it starts with our water sound. Was. Okay. And the next one is want, and that starts with our water sound again. So let's draw the waves. The waves are drawn under the W and the A. Wa. And then an ant. There's a little word in want. Ant. Okay. Ant. Want. So want is our next word. And then the thing the child has to do, this is more so to teach the reading, understanding, and the shape of the word. So then you give them this word was. Can you show me, can you find where was is on this page? So they look up here, then they scan for it down here, and then they just match it. You put it on. Same thing with this one. Want. Can you find want? So they're looking up here and keep reminding them to scan from left to right when they're looking for the word. You can even teach them that, like with the word on top. Those the same? No. And you always teach left to right, always. That's the reading principles. This is children with very low literacy awareness that you'd be teaching this activity with. So anyways, want. So this is early literacy, not low literacy, early literacy. Want. It's matched there, and then who. They have to find it, and they match it, so they scan across always until they find it, and that's the very first activity. And they stick it on there, so they match their words. And then the very next thing I would like you, or I'd like the child to do, is make a sentence using the word. So here's the word was. I'm going to use this in a sentence. I was happy to see you today. Or I was going to play outside, but it started to rain. I was. So you just build that lexical connection, that semantic connection, the word's meaning connection while you're reading it and you're thinking about it using your language. So was. And that's all I have to do. Then they get to make their own sentence using the word was. And then want. I want the ant to leave the picnic. That's something I like to do because it reminds the kid want has the word ant in it. And then they get to make their own sentence using that word. Who? Who do you know in the first grade? Or whatever your who question might be. And they just use that word in a sentence, their own sentence. And that's all I do. And then the very next thing I want them doing after that, after they use the word in the sentences, I want the adult to initially trace the word and make the letter sounds. And just trace it on the table. So I'll try writing it upside down here. W, z, and that's all. So, and then the child copies right after. So they look at the word and then trace it with their hands. Okay? So, and the adult always goes first. So I'm gonna write this sound, or I'm gonna trace this sound on the table, and I want you to listen to what sounds I'm making as I write the letters. W, on, t. And then they do it following you. Okay? And that's the first teaching activity. And then after that, you ask the child, all you say to them is, are you ready to spell your words? And if they're not ready to spell the words, then you can do more teaching activities. So that's their next goal, is to spell them. Thank you.